students, good morning to all of you. Today I am going to start with a chapter that is 10th class chemistry chapter, that is chemical equations and the reactions. So students, when we are doing about this chapter chemical equations and reaction, before doing chemical equations and the reaction, we should have to aware about the concept of valences. I think everybody is knowing that what is the meaning of valences. Valences means combining capacity. Okay, valences means combining capacity. Might be all of you little bit done in the 9th class also. Suppose hydrogen valence is 1, helium is 0. Why helium is 0? Because it is of noble gases. Because it is of the noble gases. Clear? Same way, suppose if I am writing lithium atomic number is 3, so its configuration will be 2, 1, so its valency will be 1. Like this way we should have to know. Same way beryllium is a beryllium atomic number is 4, so its configuration is 2, 2, so its valency is 2. Same way boron is a boron atomic number is 5, so its valency is 2, configuration is 2, 3, so its valency will be 3. Same way carbon is here, carbon atomic number is 6, so its configuration is 2, 4, so its valency will be 4. Is that clear? But like this way we should have to know the valencies, and valencies we can find out through the atomic number, and in the atomic number we should have to see the configuration, and in the configuration we have to see the electron present in the valence shell. Same way, but similarly nitrogen valence is 3, oxygen valence is 2, fluorine valence is 1, neon valence is 0 because it is a fully filled, it is a noble gas. Sodium valence is 1 because its configuration is 2, 8, 1. That is why it is 1. Is that clear? Same way, after the sodium we can write magnesium, we can write aluminium. Like this way we can write. You see all of you, please. Same way you see all of you. Sodium, after sodium magnesium valency 2, aluminium valency is 3. Okay, then after the aluminium silicon valency is 4, phosphorus valency is 3, 5, sulfur valency is 2, chlorine valency is 1. Then argon is 0 because it is again a noble gas configuration. Same way, after that we can write two more we can write, that first 20 element at least valencies which should be on our tips, then only we can do this chapter very easily. Okay students, then after the argon, what is there? After the argon we are having a potassium atomic number 19, its valency is 1, and same way calcium valency is 2. So these are the valencies we should have to know very well. Okay, and after that we should have to know some elements which are atomic number having more than 20, but they have used in a chemical equation, just like a zinc. Just remember, zinc valency is always 2. Lead, Pb is known as lead valency is always 2. Okay, barium, barium valency is always 2. And after that there are some anion. Suppose sulfate ion is represented by SO4 2 negative, its valency is 2. Nitrate ion is represented by NO3 negative ion, its valency is 1. Okay, like this way only we should have to know all the things. One by one I will tell to you when the lesson we will moving on. Okay, so now let's start the lesson now. See, the name of the lesson is chemical equations and the reactions. chemical reactions and the equation. But the word chemical came from the from the elements which are combining, and after combining they are making the chemicals, and these chemicals will react with each other, and when the chemicals will react with each other they are forming the reactions, which is also called reactions, or it is called equations. Is that clear? So we'll study one by one. Now you see, all of you please. First of all, what they told in the NCERT, they told you that we have to consider the daily life examples. Few daily life examples are there. Number one, milk is left at the room temperature during summer. I think when the milk is left outside the refrigerator during the summer, it will get spoiled. I think you know very well. That is why in the summer we should have to keep refrigeration of the milk. Clear? So when the milk will be spoiled, fine milk to spoiled milk, it is also a one reaction is there. Same way, second one they told, an iron tawa, pan or nail, you seen, mainly you have seen the nail is got rusted. Nail is made up of iron, and due to the exposure of air, this is also a chemical reaction. Then third, they have given to you, grapes get fermented. Grapes, slowly and slowly when grapes are fermenting, this is also a chemical reaction. Food cooked, when your mother is cooking the food in the kitchen, then this is also a chemical reaction. Suppose you are going to make any vegetables, she is using potatoes she is using, then potatoes is there, salt is there, and other masalas are there, okay, then ghee is there, then after that they are heating it, and very tasty vegetable will become. So this is also a chemical reaction. Okay, same way, one more line is here, that is what they are saying. They are saying food get digested. Now when the food get digested, how the food is digesting in our body? In our stomach, there is a concentrated HCl which is helpful in digesting the food, and digestion of food is also a chemical reaction. Then one thing more they told, we respire, we are inhaling and exhaling the oxygen. Okay, we are inhaling the oxygen and exhaling the carbon dioxide. Okay, so what it is also a chemical reaction. So means the above situations what we have studied, it is of daily life example. Okay, what is it? Daily life example. What they told, the nature and the identity of the initial substance have somewhat changed. So what is happening in the reaction means usually there are two type of changes are there. How many changes are there? Two type of changes are there. One is physical change, one is of physical change. बेटा फिजिकल चेंज में क्या होता है? फिजिकल चेंज में नो न्यू substance has been formed. No new substance, just like a ice is changing into the liquid. Same way we are having a chemical changes. What is it? Chemical changes. In the chemical changes, new substance will be formed. Am I right? That is called chemical changes. When the milk get spoiled, this is a chemical change. Okay, food get digested, it is a chemical change. Grapes get fermented, it is a chemical change. We respire, it is a chemical change, because in all these cases new substance has been formed. I hope you are getting my point. Okay, so this is the difference between the physical change and chemical change. So let's start the paragraph. What they told, in all the situations, the nature and the identity of the initial substance have somewhat changed. We have already learned about the physical and the chemical changes of matter. Whenever a chemical change occurs, we can say that chemical reaction take place. Then after that, they are asking you, might be you are wondering that what is actually meant by the chemical reaction. How do we come to know that a chemical reaction has taken place? So to prove that one, they have given you one activity that we are going to do. This is the activity 1.1. Okay, this is the activity that is 1.1 we are going to do now. In this activity, beta, what they are going to do, you can see this picture very carefully. Okay, now this is in this case, this is the tongue. They have in the tongue there is a magnesium ribbon. This is a magnesium ribbon, and this magnesium ribbon undergoes the burning, and when it will burn, you can see there downside, this is what, this is the ashes of the magnesium ribbon is forming. What is forming? Ashes of the magnesium ribbon is forming. So what is happening in actual it is happening, first of all, what they told, they are cleaning the magnesium ribbon, which is about 2 centimeter long, with the sandpaper, then hold it with a pair of tongues like this. This is a pair of tongue. Burn it on the spirit lamp. Okay, and ashes will be formed. These are the ashes will be formed, and they told you what do you observe? Actually, what is happening there when we are using it? Then usually what we are saying, see, this is a magnesium ribbon, Mg, burning with the presence of oxygen. Okay, and what we are usually forming? We are forming MgO, magnesium oxide. We have to balance this equation also. Here we have to use 2 moles, and here also 2 moles. And what we have formed here? We have formed magnesium oxide, and magnesium oxide is having a white powder. Which color powder is here? It is a white color powder. Is that clear? Magnesium is reacting with the oxygen, and it is going to make magnesium oxide. And students, one thing know very well, one thing more you should have to know very well, कि why magnesium oxide is forming magnesium oxide, because Mg is here, oxygen is here. Mg valency is 2 and magnesium oxygen valency is 2, so it is going to form Mg2O2, so it becomes MgO. Is that clear? That is why MgO has been formed. I hope students you all have cleared up to that. So this was the my first lecture on the chemical equation and the reactions. We will meet in our next lecture. Thank you so much to all of you. God bless you. We'll meet in our next lecture. Thank you.